What's up YouTube? Teddy Westside here for another video. No, I am not dead. Sorry, I haven't been posting anything recently, but real life just gets in the way. We had some remodeling done at the house. Garage was a mess. If you follow my Instagram, you know that I went away over the weekend to celebrate my wedding anniversary with my wife. She also got us this fancy new lens that we are now using for the first time, so let me know down below what you think of that. I am here now. We're going to be doing an install on the car today. We're going to be upgrading the spark plugs. As you may or may not know, I am APR Stage 2. APR specifically definitely says to upgrade your spark plugs after you do get tuned. I'm pretty sure everyone suggests the same thing. But today we are going to be gapping the spark plugs to APR's recommendation. We are going to be installing the RS7 Spark Plugs as well as the RS3 Coil Packs. It's a popular upgrade that a lot of people in the community do, so I figured I'd try it out, show you guys a little bit what to do. This tutorial is not going to be, super in-depth. I'm kind of just going to give you some tips along the way, shoot some time lapses. I'm all by myself today filming, so I don't have anyone to really get the camera up close to show you guys what I'm doing. It's a pretty basic install though. Like I said, I'll walk you through the steps to do, but it's really simple to do as long as you got the tools to do it. Yeah, we're going to get to popping this bad boy's hood, and then we will get to the install, so let's get going. Okay, first step that we're going to do is obviously take off the engine cover since the coils and plugs are located underneath it, and we'll set this aside. I want to give you a closer view of what we're going to be working on. Here are the coil packs, as you will see. The first step that we're going to be doing is to loosen these ground nuts and take them off, and then we will be unplugging the coil packs in order to pull out the coils because the spark plugs are underneath the coils. So whether you are doing the coils as well as the spark plugs, you will still need to do all of this in order to change your spark plugs. So let's get cranking away on that. Okay, so these ground nuts are 10 millimeter, so you'll want to use that to get these off. And then you'll want to lift up each of the grounds. And then you'll have to take out the actual bolt, which is underneath the nut. And you will need a deep well socket, it looks like, to do that. Okay, so now that that's done, the next thing we're going to do is to get these coil packs unplugged. And you got to slowly work each one. After that's out of the way, the next step is to pull your coils. I know ShopDAP sells a tool specifically for this. I didn't buy it because I've done this before without it, so I'm hoping to have the same success. But we will see. Alright. Nice and easy for one. Let's hope the other three go that way. 2, 3, 4. Woo! All 4 came out no problems. You do want to make sure that you gap your spark plugs. I know it's going to be really hard to focus. I was playing around earlier. But this is just a small little coin gap thing that I got at Advanced Auto Parts. I'm sure you can get it at AutoZone or anything like that. But you want to use something like this in order to gap your spark plug to the appropriate gap according to whichever shop or whoever the manual says. All of mine have been already done that. I did that off camera since, again, the focus was messing me up so bad. But per APR, it is 0.024 inches plus or minus 0.002. So all of mine are well within that range. And now I'm going to take out the old spark plugs, show you probably how bad those are, and then we'll put in the new ones. Okay, so now we're going to take out the spark plugs. You're going to need a 5/8 inch socket and then an extension in order to reach all the way down there. And you want to be very careful when you are doing this because you are working right on top of the motor. Woo! Yeah, they're a little toasty. Let's see if I can get this to focus. A little toasty. Honestly, they're not as bad as I thought they were going to be. Although, comment down below, is this really bad or it's not as bad as I would have thought. On to the next one. And 4. Okay, on to the next step. Okay, so the next step is to put in the new spark plugs. Again, make sure you already got them. And you're definitely going to want to try to hand tighten these first. Make sure you get the threads and then tighten them. VW wants you to tighten these to 30 Newton meters, which is roughly like 22 foot-pounds. My torque wrench does not go that low, so I'm just going to go hand tight. And be careful, because you do not want to over tighten it. So make sure it is, you know, snug. But you definitely do not want to crank down. Alright, all 4 plugs are in. So you pretty much just stick it in and apply pressure until it sits down in place. And then that's pretty much all she wrote. I wouldn't connect the connectors until you get all of them in, because it's just going to be easier for you. Forgot the socket in the last one. Thanks for telling me, guys. Alright, so now that the coils are in, I actually have a change of thought. I am going to plug them in and make sure they're seated. Definitely want to make sure you hear that click, because that's how you get the connection. So now we will put the bolts in. And remember, these grounds go on top of the bolts, not under it. So do not put the ground on yet. If you haven't noticed, I like to do everything by hand first before using a tool, so I can feel it better with my hand. Okay, those are all tight, so now we want to replace our grounds. And we will put the nut on top, and we will pretty much be done. Pretty simple install, like I said. Anybody can do it. I'd love to know what a dealership would charge to do spark plugs, but it was very easy. Alright, so now all we have to do is thread on the nuts. Start them ourselves, and then we'll tighten them up. Okay, and now we put the cover on and we are done. Okay guys, so that's it for the install. It was a very, very simple install. I would really like to know what the dealership or another shop would charge for something like this. It's definitely something I suggest you guys try to do at your home. It takes 2 tools essentially. You need a 10mm and then you need a socket to get the spark plugs out. Everything else is very easy. You don't need a lift, you don't need to do anything like that. It's very, very simple. It's something that you need to do very often, especially once you get tuned. I think APR says like every 10,000 miles to change your spark plugs. I'll probably try to be around that, if not maybe sooner. Now knowing how to do it, and knowing that it's so easy, I can easily do it to just check my spark plugs to see how bad they are. So one thing I will have to learn is kind of what is a bad spark plug and how to tell. I thought my spark plugs were going to be a lot more burnt up than they are. Again, I don't know if that's bad or not, so please comment down below if you thought my spark plugs were bad. I would love to know. Again, that's some research that I will be doing. Car season is upon us, so I'm really hoping to get out there more and film some more videos. I don't really know what the next part will be. I kind of had a plan to start going, you know, with some exterior modifications, but I might be saving up for more performance parts, so stay tuned for that. One thing I really want to get like ASAP is new headlights. I hate these headlights. I have the base model. They are the crappy halogen lights. They're absolutely horrible. So if you guys have a light that you would like to recommend for the MK7 GTI, please comment down below where to get it and what kind of brand it is. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to comment down below, like the video, share it with your friends. Let's try to get this growth to 500 and let's do another giveaway. I'd love to give something away for free. I had a lot of fun when we did that on the last video. Share it with your friends, spread it around. I will try to post more often because I know that's what I need to do to get bigger. So we will see how that goes. But thank you guys for watching. Take care, have a good one, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.